Hello mates and welcome to the Baron Reviews with me, the Baron. Today's game is Shigatari, a samurai role-playing roguelike by developers Super Legit Games. At its core, Shigatari is a roguelike that plays a bit like a choose-your-own-adventure book with regards to how the player interacts with events. With a random backstory setting you up for your adventure, you travel the 7 lands to ultimately defeat all 7 masters, whilst getting into scrapes on the way. The player can choose the land he wants to start in, as well as the route on the world map he wants to take, a bit like the game Faster Than Light. As well as stats and equipment, there's a personality system in the game that's influenced by your interactions with events. So, for example, you could play a very cunning and deceptive samurai, or the complete opposite, a sincere and trustworthy samurai, but master out either and you gain a related perk to complement your playstyle. Similarly, some decisions from your playstyle can also give positive or negative perks, such as gaining a reputation amongst merchants as a murderer and thief. Like most roguelikes, the game is brutally hard with a combat system that's unforgiving. I spent the first hour or so getting completely wrecked by non-warrior types like peasants, merchants and tax collectors, to the point that I repeated the tutorial about 4 times but still couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. But sure enough, with enough time and depth, you do figure out how the combat system works and you start to get a sense of the flow of battle. Depends on the type of character you're developing. A cautious samurai can have a really long drawn out battle with tons of tense parrying, or a total brute could go all offense and chance it all for a powerful slice of decapitated foe, while soaking damage to himself in the process. When you feel like you're making progress and have a cool character that you've grown fond of, it can feel shitty to make a mistake only to have some peasant chop you in half, but that's the nature of all roguelikes, so I actually really enjoy the brutality of the combat. Graphically, the game goes all out on a Shogun Japan art style, with both characters and backgrounds mirroring traditional Japanese paintings of the time. There's literally no graphic options in the game, since essentially everything is just still images, with some simple animations on the character pieces. It could have been cool if the characters had some more animation, particularly in combat, but it doesn't spoil the game for me. And actually, it kind of reinforces the choose your own adventure feel, like as if you were reading a book. There's definitely some reusing of character assets for NPC characters. Would have been nice if the character pool was a bit bigger, but again, doesn't spoil the experience. Finally, a very important factor if you're on the fence about this game is, the current price is $3 despite being a full release. It's well worth $3 as long as you enjoy the difficulty factor of roguelikes. So that's it from me, the Baron. If you're interested in buying this game, it can be found in the link below, and if you like this review, please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.